Hello everyone, welcome back to another SketchUp class and lecture by Firestarter Graphics and Engineering. So today I'm going to go over something a little bit different than usual. Today I'm going to go over what we call the native tools. That's all the tools that's just standardly found in SketchUp and that's not considered an extension. And I'm also going to show how to do certain things in SketchUp Make when you don't have Pro because you either don't need Pro or don't want to pay the price tag. I mean, it's not a steep price tag. It's only $700, which is not bad compared to other options. They also have student editions, which are about $40, and they also have non-profit editions as well. So always be sure to check out the contact. Don't be afraid to contact Trimble and see what kind of licensing they have. I have a student email address, and that's all it's required is a student email address and some other things to get the student edition. Sometimes even if you're in between semesters, they'll still let you get it. But anyways, this is for the SketchUp Make people out there who don't have solid tools. So let's go over what solid tools can do for us real quick. So let's go ahead and delete Chris. So I'm going to make a rectangle, just a basic rectangle right here. I'm going to pull it up. So in order to use solid tools, everything has to be a solid. So either make a group or a component. And right here in NC Info, it'll say solid component. So let's go ahead and make a circle with 48 sides for the heck of it. So as soon as you hit C, down here it says sides, go ahead and hit 48. I always do it in factors of 12. So let's make it that big. Let's pull it up. Okay, triple click, make a group or component. Okay, so now we're going to just move this, and we're going to move it right some obscure position like so. So we're going to use solid tools. Now I prefer the ones by Eneroth. She has programmed these and they're really good. These are the ones, the blue and the gray pictures right here, these are the ones that come default in SketchUp Pro, but I like these ones better. The only reason why is because when you use the ones from SketchUp Pro, it makes your new model a group instead of keeping it at the component level, and it also, if you have to scale this up, like you make a copy and then scale the copy up and use solid tools on it from SketchUp Pro, it doesn't copy on the lower level, so it can be a little hectic. So that's why I like Eneroth. But I'm going to show you how to do it without solid tools. But first, let's just look at solid tools. I'm going to do trim this from that, and usually it's pretty quick. Sometimes when I'm using a video capture software, it takes a little bit longer. But notice, trims that out really nicely. This is how you can make some really advanced holes, such as, what if I wanted to take this and I'm going to rotate it just like that, and then I'm going to rotate it along the green axis just like that. Okay, now we're going to move it into like that, and we're going to use Enroth trim. I always use trim. The reason why is because it keeps the original cutting tool. If you use a subtract, it'll delete it, which is fine. Now let's click on this to make sure it still says solid. I was worried about this little edge right here, but that's fine. So nifty. So let's go back to the very beginning right here. So let's talk about if you don't have SketchUp Pro and you have SketchUp Make, or you're using the free version of the online platform, the browser platform. There's two options you can do. First, I highly suggest to learn how to do this natively, because everything that Solid Tools does is everything that can be done natively with all the tools. It just does it really fast. So I suggest to learn how to do it the old school way and then use Solid Tools. But since in SketchUp Make you don't have access to Solid Tools, what you want is to go to Google and search for this right here. Bool Tools 2. It's a $20 extension that does everything the solid tools can do. You can chop things out. I'm not sure about these these helix patterns, if it creates them or not, but I know it cuts just like regular solid tools. So let's just hurry and see if there's any type of quick demo. It's a 3-minute demo, so if it'll play during. So I'm going to go ahead and mute that. So he's going to go ahead and he's kind of showing. He's going to rotate it, and then he's just going to subtract it from that. And look, sure enough, it does do exactly everything, and it leaves it a solid. So it does everything that SketchUp Pro Solid Tools will do, and it's only $20. It's an extension well worth the price if you don't have SketchUp Pro. So let's talk about doing this natively. So in order to do things natively, you have to have the raw geometry touching the other raw geometry. So what does that mean? I'm going to leave this one as a component, but I'm going to explode this one. Okay, so explode. Okay, then I'm going to do an edit. Actually, I'm going to do a right click, see if I have the option, if there's a cut. Okay, this one doesn't have it. The 2018 has a right click cut option. So we're just going to do cut. Then we're going to go inside the component level, and then what we're going to do is, instead of paste, do paste in place. That puts it exactly where it was before. Okay, now we're just going to do, whoops, you need to get back inside your component level, and we're just going to select some things like that. And we're going to hit right click, intersect with context. Okay, now I'm just going to start deleting things. So delete that face, delete that face, delete that line, delete that line. Now you'll notice it left this profile. I'm going to hit the X-ray button. Okay, you can see the profile in there. So, but if I, whoops, what if I delete that? Leaves that. So we can experiment here. But I'm going to delete this line. I want to show you what's going to happen. It breaks that shape, and that's what and it's not exposing, for some reason it's not exposing, you know, what we want, and we're like, oh man, it's just not working. So the best thing to do is you can either delete the side faces, or you want to delete things within the shape, not this boundary line or anything out of it. But you can delete this one, and it'll delete all those faces at once. Then notice how it is blue on there. We don't want it to be blue. So there's two options we can do. We can right click and go to Orient Faces, and that flips everything blue. We don't want that. So anything that's in blue, we're going to control click it, and we're going to right click and go to Reverse Faces. All that means, that blue means that its insides are now its outsides, and we don't like that, and I'll show you why. So if we click on this, it says solid component. Actually, that's good. Usually it won't say solid, and if you try to run solid inspector, it does say reversed faces. So you can either fix it this way or just do what we did earlier. So, and sure enough, we do have a solid. Shows us some volume. And look, we have the exact same shape that we cut out using solid tools. We just did it natively. Now, being able to keep the cutout shape, what you need to do is make a copy of the component first, then move it out of the way, and then get rid of the other one. And what I mean by that, so we've already done the difference selection. But before we even do that, let's go way back to the beginning here. Component. Okay, so use the move tool, click control, grab it, and just put that one there. That way you have a copy of it. And then from here, control X, get inside here, edit, paste in place. We want to explode it. I'm not going to select anything on the box. I just want to try something. I'm still new to this, but let's go just with the cylinder selected with context. Okay. Delete. 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 Oh, perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to run solid tools on this. Solid inspector. Fix it. Alright, everything is shiny, there's no errors. And so now we have a copy of this cutting tool in case we need it. And we have a solid that's been cut out. So, that comes in really handy. Let's do another demo. This one's a little bit more complicated. So, let's pause this and then we will do a second example. Hey, don't eat my cord, Moose. Sorry, my rabbit is eating my cord. If you ever have rabbits, protect your cords.